Hello everybody and welcome back to Dr. Ghost Games. If y'all are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Dr. Ghost and I make content for the game World of Warships Legends. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play the new Saving Transylvania mode if you guys are trying to get the Bellerophon. If you guys haven't checked out that video yet, feel free to go check it out. Now, we have the Blade, we have the Igor, and we have the Jackal. The Destroyer, the Cruiser, and the Battleship. If you guys aren't aware, the Blade is the Destroyer. The main role of this destroyer is to torpedo all of the battleships. Now, what you want to be doing is sitting around your team and being kind of the divider between the enemy battleships that are trying to stop the convoy, and you want to ultimately torpedo those battleships. That's your goal. So, and of course it has around an 18-second reload. It's very, very fast indeed. And it has a smoke screen that you can supply for your Transylvania as well. The Igor is a cruiser. It's got a 45% fire chance. And what you want to be doing in the Igor, people, is escorting the Transylvania. You want to be the one that is always sitting in the circle, the little zone around the Transylvania. That's the escort zone. You have to stay in that in order to keep a star. You have to make sure that Transylvania at all times is moving. Everybody in this game mode has to do their role, or you will not be able to get all 5 stars. You need to do what you got to do. Now we have the Jackal. This is the battleship. And this job of this battleship is to take down catapults. That's the main role. The catapults will hurt your destroyers. You have to take them out. And they will not just hurt your destroyers, they will hurt even the Transylvania. So yeah, make sure you guys take out those catapults when you are in the Jackal. The guns do excellent at taking them out. Now, one thing I want to point out is every time you complete a battle, a win or a loss, no matter what, you have to either wait 30 minutes for the ship to come back, or you have to pay 75,000 credits. Keep this in mind, guys. You guys, if you keep losing, you guys are going to have to pay a lot of credits if you want to play the same ship. On to the gameplay now. So, for the review, or for the gameplay actually, we are going to be in the Jackal. The Jackal is one of the easiest roles, but also the most vital role. A lot of people do not really complete this role. They don't know what the Jackal is meant to do. Most people like to shoot at the ships. Now that's fine if you're trying to do it for fun, but most people are trying to get the Bellerophon and trying to get all 5 stars. Now keep in mind, people, that in order to get the Bellerophon, you have to get all 5 stars at the top right of your screen when you're playing this game mode. It says what you have to do. And in order to get the Bellerophon, you have to get all 5 of those stars in one battle. This took me on stream about 5 hours. This can take a very long time, and it can be very frustrating. I do recommend running a division to do this. That's what I managed to do to get it done. But even this game I just got this morning, I managed to do very well just as a solo. So keep this in mind. Now, if you guys haven't checked out my Bellerophon video yet, you guys can feel free to go do so to even make up your mind if you want the Bellerophon or not. Now, with all that being said, as you guys can see, I'm immediately doing my job. I'm trying to take out the catapults. It is very vital if you guys want to complete this game mode and you guys want to get that ship. Everybody on your team has to be doing their job. As you can see at the beginning of this match, there is a cruiser on the minimap. If you look at the very side of your screen, on the side of the minimap, he is AFK. Now, I'm not going to say anything about that. Maybe he had to do some things in real life, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But it is very frustrating. And people, I hope you guys, if you launch in a battle, please at least try. But I can't really do anything about that. It's over with, and there's nothing we can do. But if he wasn't AFK, we maybe could have won this match. He could have done a lot. Like I've said, the cruiser does have a 45% fire chance. Now, the destroyer has done very well up to this point. He is using his smoke screen, so that way our Transylvania doesn't get hit. Keep in mind, one of the stars requires you to make sure that the Transylvania stays above 50%. It has to stay above half health. Keep that in mind. Also, you have to escort the Transylvania the whole way. You have to stay within that little circle around the Transylvania. If you get out of that circle, the Transylvania will stop. And if an enemy gets into that circle, the Transylvania will also stop. So you have to kill those pesky battleships that try to get in there and stop the Transylvania. There's a lot of things you guys have to worry about. Now, as you guys can see, I'm still targeting down the catapults. The catapults need to die, and that's very important. And even if I didn't want to target the catapults, I still have to, because there is a star that requires you to kill all 10 catapults. You have no choice. You have to kill all 10 of them anyway. So, yeah. Another star is to also kill the Rasputin at the very end. That's 1 star. Of course, you have the stay above 50%. That's 2 stars. You have the star where you have to make sure the ship is moving the whole time. That's 3. The 4th one is to, I think, escort the Transylvania to the very end. And the 5th one is to kill 10 ships. I do not think the Rasputin counts as a 10th ship, so you have to keep that in mind. You have to kill all of the Mikasas, or the Zikasas, as they call them. Now, one thing to note is I believe the Zikasa's main guns are broken. For all of them. They only have secondaries to use. So, keep that in mind. But they're usually just going to try to ram you, not ram you, but ram into the circle and try to stop it. So that way it prevents you from getting a star. They're basically kamikazes. They want to stop your advance. And that's their main goal. So, what I recommend doing, if you're a destroyer, is torping the closest battleship to the escort zone. You need to get those battleships off the board. They are a huge threat, and you need to keep that. You need to keep the Transylvania alive the whole entire battle, and especially above 50%. It has to be above 50%. Now, if you notice on the minimap, you guys can see where all the catapults are, and you guys can see where all the battleships are that are spawning. Keep this in mind. Map awareness will also help you as well. Now, there are some catapults that spawn on one side of the map. There's some catapults that spawn on the other side, and some that spawn in the middle, and even at the end. You guys have to spot these catapults as well. They do have concealment, so they're not always going to be spotted. You actually need to spot them. So keep this in mind. But, like I've said, or not like I've said, but for anybody who is maybe getting confused with this video already, you guys can pause at any point. You guys, if you're getting confused, you guys can pause at the beginning anytime if you need to go over it. But yeah. Anyway, so what our goal is we're doing fantastic right now. The Transylvania is still above 50% health, and our team is doing pretty well up to this point. But as you guys can see, the game also gives you an update on how the Transylvania's health is doing. And it says that the Transylvania has received light damage, so keep that in mind. But, yeah. And also, guys, there's always 2 battleships that spawn, enemy battleships that spawn right on where the map is. You guys can see it right there, right in the middle of the map. They always spawn there when you get to a certain point. After they spawn, those are, I believe, the last 2 battleships you have to deal with. I think one spawns at the end there as well. If you guys can memorize these spawns, you guys can definitely have an advantage. And you guys can also know what's coming. So, yeah. I highly doubt it that you will get this done on your first run. This took us multiple runs. And me and my friends and a lot of other people have a lot of experience, I'm sure. And this game mode is quite tough to get on the first try. But enough runs and enough RNG and enough hoping you'll get the right team, you guys can get this done and get the Bellerophon. But, yeah. So, we're doing pretty well so far, and we're still doing our job. We're going down the other way to take out these catapults. We're trying to do our job, and look how much damage we're doing. The guns are very effective at killing these catapults. Destroyer and light cruiser are not very effective at killing these catapults. So you need to make sure that you are that your battleship is doing that job. It needs to. And I also tested it before. Torpedoes do not do damage to the catapults. If you guys want to know that, that's a quick tip. Don't try to torpedo it, and don't even try to ram it. It won't work. So you have to hit it directly. Now, as you guys can see, these catapults are even damaging me a lot. They're setting constant fires with their fire bombs that they are firing at me, and they are ruining me. But I can kill them a lot quicker and get them off the board, which is ultimately also going to help my team and help us win. But unfortunately, we're going to win, but we're not going to get all 5 stars. We are going to miss only 1 star at the end. and we missed the I think we missed the one where the ship stops moving. Unfortunately, the convoy stopped moving, and that made us lose a star. So, like I said, you have to have all 5 stars completed at the end of the match. So keep that in mind. Now, it's pretty slow from here. The boss at the final end here spawns pretty late, so you guys gotta wait a minute. But the Rasputin and with his 2 escorts will spawn here shortly. I by accident ram the transport ship, as I call it, or of course the Transylvania. It can be difficult sometimes to, of course, keep calling it the Transylvania. I'm not used to it yet, but yeah. Now, for people that are just playing this game mode for fun, it can be fun for some people, but I do still recommend, even though you're trying to have fun, try to do your job, especially if you are a Jackal. The Jackal is also a very vital job. It's also an easy job if you're playing the Battleship, which I know a lot of people like to do. Please just do your job and try to kill those catapults, so that way, for people that are trying to get this game mode done and trying to get the Bellerophon for free, that they can do that. So try to be, a little weary and of other people as well. Try to help other people, and you can even get the reward as well. So keep that in mind. But the match is almost over, and yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this one. And yeah, we've only got about a few more minutes, or a couple more minutes left of the match. All we have to do now is kill the Rasputin and the 2 escorts, and we are complete, and we will be able to get to the end. Now, unfortunately, as you guys will see, one of the battleships here will come into our escort circle and stop the convoy and make us lose a star. We actually could have got 5 stars this battle, but unfortunately, the game decided to say, no, you're going to lose a star, which is fine. I've already got it done, but yeah. So I hope you guys have found this video useful, and yeah. We're going to see what we can do here, and the game is about to end here very shortly. And yeah, all we have to do now is kill the Zakasa and the Rasputin, and we are done with this mission. Now also keep in mind as well, I forgot to mention, that there are some challenges you guys can do. If you guys go to your campaign and missions, I believe, you guys can see there are some challenges that you can complete to get extra rewards if you guys already have this game mode done, or you guys just want to you're not trying to get the ship, you're just trying to get all the rewards as well, all the free stuff you get. You guys can go take a look at that as well in the menu. And yeah, that's about it. So all we have to do now is kill the Rasputin and then move on and complete this mission. And it's not going to take that long. So I am going to fast forward until the end. Well, I'll keep this going actually, because some people might not be able to play this for some reason, and you guys can go and watch us take out the Rasputin, and then I will, yeah, I will keep the video going, I guess. So, we're just waiting at this point for the Rasputin to succumb to his injuries. And here soon. Come on, game. Or come on, team, rather. Unfortunately, we actually die. I didn't realize that. But the destroyer is left, and he does manage to take out the Rasputin. Good job also, if that destroyer is watching. You've done a fantastic job, and I'm sorry that you couldn't win this one, but there was nothing I could have done, and probably nothing anybody else could have done. I was trying to message him. GG, but unfortunately, for some reason, I can't view his gamer card, so rip. But yeah, there's nothing I could have done about that. And now, the mission should be complete, and that, my friends, and my subscribers, and all of you guys, that's a GG, and that's how we do it. And it is just AI, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys found this in any way informational, if you guys maybe learned something, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you guys are that generous, feel free to subscribe. Yeah, I hope you all did enjoy. We do, of course, win, but we do not get the 5th star, unfortunately. With enough time, my friends, and enough effort, you guys will get this done. Don't worry about it. And yeah, I wish you all the best, and I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Stay healthy as always.